So this is lap number 1 for you guys.
All right. Yes. How many laps have you done?
Something between 15 and 20,000, I think. Maybe 18, 19,000.
No joke. Wow.
So the car we're driving is the XJR575, and we've got it in a long wheelbase version as well, for extra kudos. It's completely standard, normal brakes, normal tyres. But the tyres are pretty big. They're 295s on the back and 265s on the front, so it's almost Corvette size rubber. So here by T13 we are 2,000 feet above sea level, 600 metres, and we're going to drop 1,000 feet in the first half of the lap. This is Hatzenbach-Bogen, quite a fast right-hander. We take that about 150 k's, which is just short of 100 miles an hour, and then we're slowing the car down for Hatzenbach. And this section's a lot more about the slower speed stuff. So we'll just coax the big old XJR through this.
In this car, what would a good lap time be?
Like if we're out in industry pool and we're like going fast, then something around high 7s, low 8s. Well, 750, 8 minute and a bit would be on par, and that would be counted as a hard lap. Now this next section, this is called Quillbacher Hohe, the jump, and then into Flugplatz, which is this big bright left section. Oh, we have a yellow. So I'm going to throw the warning lights on, let the car coast down. Yeah, I know where it is. It's the broken down car after Schradenkreuz. So if you're driving here yourself, there's a few simple rules. Number 1 is whenever you see a yellow light, you come off the gas. When you see a yellow flag, you're slowing it down gently, aiming for about 50 k's, 30 miles an hour. Okay. So there's no permanent flag marshals tonight, but the next yellow light is not illuminated, so I'll go back up to speed. Nice Briscoe. This is Adenauer Forst. If you're driving here for yourself, there goes the Fiesta up the curb. I was about to say, if you're driving here for yourself, you have to be very careful of that corner. It sneaks up on you. This is Metzgersfeld. So this is 4th gear, about 85-90 miles an hour. Slowing it down to 3rd gear for the next section. Nice late apex here for Kallenhardt. And then the next corner is called Spiegelkurve, which is German for mirror corner, because in the old days you used to drag the mirrors through the hedgerow on the left and the hedgerow on the right. And they said if you weren't touching the mirrors, you weren't going fast enough. So I'm just going to let a couple of fast movers by. Come on. Bridge. This is the lowest point on the track, so we've lost all of that altitude now, and we've got to start climbing again. Up ahead, the left-hander, that's Lauda Links. That's where Niki Lauda had his crash all those years ago, 1976. plus foot-pounds of torque. This car's running 575 horsepower. On a warm day, quite high up a mountain, still 575, let's put it that way. She goes okay for a long wheelbase limousine.
Impressive.
So there's a little bump in the middle here. And then we're slowing it down for angst curve. Even on the street tyres, that's nearly 100 miles an hour. Everybody feeling good so far?
Doing great.
Good. Awesome. Next corner is called Style Striker Curve because that's the Style Striker on the left, which is the steep straight. And that's original part of the track used for testing gearboxes and clutches. It's in the middle, it's a 25% gradient. But it's a hairpin right, hairpin left to get to the top of the hill. And this is the carousel, this is the hairpin left. So over 200 degrees. Banking's about 18 degrees. And then out.
That's fantastic. It's a lot tighter than I thought from video games or whatever.
It's a real car killer as well. In real life, you know, if you take it like that all the time, you have to budget for the wheel bearings and the bushes. So we could tag on to the back of those two fully prepped BMWs up the hill because it was really mostly about power and knowledge. Right. Now, at the top of the hill, Horacht, our last 6 kilometres of the track is very, very technical. And we are running the standard OEM tyres, and I do want them to last, so we'll just take it nice and easy and keep the corner speed without wrecking the tyres. Oh, KTM Crossbow, that's a rare car. So I'll be moving right for somebody here. There we go. Now that's some corner speed.
Wow.
How cool is that? Mega. I mean, he could have literally gone around the outside of us. Those things are a carbon fibre monocoque with, depending on what you bought and how much it's been tuned, anything from 300 to 600 horsepower. Little jump, Flansgarten 1, double apex right-hander. Second apex is the most important because that's setting you up for this big left, which is 2 apexes again. So that's your first apex. The car sits on the right, and you turn in. Nice straight line over the top. Airport rental, barcode on the back window.
Yeah.
Sure giveaway.
Is that frowned upon?
Well, it's his choice, but I mean, if he crashes it, he'll be absolutely up the creek, up the proverbial creek. First apex, let the car run out wide, and hit its navigation by Portaloo. Turn in at the first one, apex at the second one, and then let the car run out on the power. One full lap of the old Nürburgring.
That was fantastic.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, there's some cool cars here this weekend.
What would you suggest we do to just sort of hang around, experience it, maybe watch a little? Can we just drive up a little bit?
So like Brunchen, one of those big corners, you know where we got overtook by the KTM?
Yes.
It's a really great place to park up and go for a walk because you can walk against the flow of the traffic. So just walk with the cars coming towards you, and there's a footpath that goes all the way around to the carousel.
Okay.
So then you can get onto the inside of the carousel and watch them come over your right shoulder, around you, and exit off to the left.
Cool.
So that's really cool. If you're here tomorrow morning, for example, I'd do that. There's a bit of a weird thing happening this weekend. It's the
the EDM thing.
Yeah. Because of that, the police have said they're very worried about people still being under the influence of things. So they've prevented the track from opening at its normal 8 o'clock. We're going to open at 11 tomorrow. I've had to move all my bookings.